Hi, Sky. How old are you?
And number 3,
Yeah? What's your favorite food?
blueberry.
Blueberries?
Yeah.
Well, you are a lucky girl then, because I love growing blueberries.
Okay.
Yay! High five.
Okay.
Boom! Hello everyone, welcome back to our backyard garden here in Zone 7, Canyon, Texas. Yes, this is our new growing location. We are about 20 minutes south of Amarillo, so the growing condition is still very similar, almost exactly the same. Um, yeah, so as you can see behind me, we got a lot of blueberries in containers that are starting to push out their leaves and blooming all over. Okay, so I really want to create a video series this spring covering the many topics on blueberries, from pruning to uppotting, soil mixture and fertilizing. What do I do, right? So I will create many series videos detailing all of the stuff that I want to really talk about to you guys. So on today's video, I did it again, guys. I managed to find another variety, even though I have many dozen and dozen of different varieties of blueberries. I still managed to grab a few more. So I really want to show you guys how I go about uppotting it. Okay, so stay tuned with me. If you haven't already, subscribe, give my videos a like, and let me go show you guys real fast what we got going on, and let's get started on uppotting our new blueberries. Springtime is definitely the best time of the year because watching something going from dormant to producing blueberries, flowers, and budding out is such an amazing sight. The sight, the smell, man, it is truly a blessing to have this space now, to have all my containers neatly organized. Yeah, check out this guy. It is in full blueberry production mode. This is Snow Chaser. It awakened quite early, almost a month ago, alongside with these other varieties. But yeah, guys, it is jam-packed with blueberries from small to large, and this is just half of it. I still have to bring out more over to our new location. So, okay, this right here is the main topic of today's video, our new varieties of blueberry. Let's get started, okay, guys? So first and foremost, the most important thing that I really want to talk about, if you haven't seen my previous blueberry plants videos yet, is the soil mix, okay? To me, there's 3 main ingredients you must use and incorporate, and that is pine bark, peat moss, and perlite. So, real fast here, I got my trustworthy Blue Lab pH soil meter, and I hope you guys can see that, but it's a pH of 4.5. This is shredded finer pine bark. It is very acidic, as you can see. Okay, 7 is neutral. All right, so about 4.5. Now, peat moss is very acidic also. this will be our main ingredient, and it's pH. If I can get a reading here for you guys, let's see. So right now it's hovering at 4.6. Okay, it just went down to 4.5. So those two numbers are the perfect soil pH for our blueberries. 4.5 to 5.5. Okay, so now of course, you can plant blueberries in straight peat moss. Okay, guys, there's nothing wrong with that. You can also plant it in straight shredded pine bark. That is fine too. The problems that you will run into with just peat moss is compaction and underwatering. You guess what? You know what happened when you peat moss soil dry up and you forgot to water it? It will be very hydrophobic. So in order to get it wet again can be quite tough. And your water, you think you're watering it, but it is draining straight out. So that is why you have to mix it with pine bark. Pine bark is more chunkier in size, so this will provide aeration, a much looser soil mix. Okay, so when we also added perlite, okay, this perlite to the equation, we're just giving it more aeration, more drainage. Okay, guys, that is it. Now, I tell most people to use a mixture of 3-part pine bark to 2-part peat moss and 1-part perlite. But any mixture would work. Half peat moss, half pine bark, 1 to 1, 1 to 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 2.5. You will really just have to experiment based on your location, the weather, the temperature, the humidity of wherever you are. So here in Canyon, Texas now, it is very windy and hot in the summer. So our soil get dry out quite fast and we would have to water it a lot. So to me, my mixture can vary. Sometimes I use a 1 to 1 mix, but sometimes I even go to a 2-part peat moss to 1-part pine bark, okay, mixture, because the more peat moss I put in there, the more water retentive the mixture will be. Okay, so your mix will be up to you. As long as you incorporate these into your container soil mix for blueberries, then you will succeed. Okay, guys, so very important. When you get your blueberry plants from the store, just know that those commercial growers, they are trying to maximize their growing location, their watering, their fertilizing. So they will grow their blueberry plants in a very small container for as long as they can. And you know what that means? That means we will get a very root-bound root system. Okay, guys? This guy right here is about 3 years. This is his 4th year. I can tell by the structure of the trunk and the color of the trunk. 3-year minimum plant inside this little container, guys. So it is just more economical for them. So know that it is quite root bound right now. So the first main thing you got to do, get it out. And look, they are just using pine bark. The majority of the soil mix here is just pine bark and slow release fertilizer. That is all they're using, guys. Okay, so if you have one of these tools, it would be perfect to just tease and rake the side of our root ball, okay, to break up whatever root that is circling our plant. And that is very important. If it is very tight, okay, the root won't be able to expand in our new containers. So that is all you have to do. Okay, now I got my soil mixture ready, and as you can see, my new container size will be almost double in size, and that is very important if you're just starting out growing blueberries. Let me explain. So this is a good size because I'm able to have a few inches on the side to add in my new growing mixture, soil mixture. Okay, if I were to put it inside this 15-gallon container, it would work. This will be a permanent home. But if you're unexperienced, guess what will happen? You will have your soil mixed in there and this little root ball in there. If you don't pay attention to it and you water, your water will drain out quite fast through the new soil mix, and your root ball will remain dry. Okay, guys, that is what you need to know. That is very important. It's just science, guys, physics. Okay, the water will find its least resistant pathway, which will be all the surrounding soil, because it is very new, no roots, no compacted plant structure hampering the water. So of course it will flow out through the side and out, and you would think you'll be watering it, but this root ball will remain dry and eventually the plant will suffer. Okay, guys, so if you're starting out, just up pot it to a new container size that is 1.5 to 2 times its current containers. Okay, so another thing is, let me see, place your plant a couple of inches below the rim of your pot. Very, very important if you live in a windy area, because whatever mulch you put on top, okay, will blow away, fly away if you put your trunk too close to the top. Makes sense, right, guys? So give it a couple inches below the top of the container and you are good to go. So that is all I'm going to do. Okay, just that. Okay, my mix, and then just fill the side, making sure our plant is very upright. Okay, just stuff it in, compact the soil mix in real good. Okay, we don't want any air pocket whatsoever. So with this new soil mixture, which is very loose, fluffy, well aerated, and acidic, that new root from that root ball will be able to expand out much easier. Okay, guys, so there you go. Just add soil to the same level as our original plant, and all that's left to do is to really grab yourself some slow release organic fertilizer. You can use Berrytone, Hollytone, whichever is cheaper. Make sure it is organic for now, okay? They are not needing the nutrients right now. You can apply just a little handful, okay, on the top. Eventually it will break down, and that is it, okay? Do not apply any heavy fertilizer for now. So once that's done, grab some pine bark and mulch the top heavily. Okay, we don't want no evaporation at this point. Okay, so mulch it heavily on top. All right, guys, so about 2 of the same variety, just to show you guys what I really want to talk about. Okay, so on this variety, right, it's the same as this variety, but as you can see, there are a ton of flower buds on this plant. As for this one, there's no flowers on it whatsoever. Okay, now I did that on purpose. I want to show you guys, okay, and explain to you guys how this works. So this plant right here, if I don't prune any of the flowers off, I just let it be, all of the energy that is from last year will be used for these blueberry fruit production. So guess what? If you leave it alone, there won't be as much as root growth for this year as compared to this guy. Okay? It will not be focusing on growing, but to produce the fruit. So it is very important to prune your blueberry plant back after you plant it. Okay? These guys are still small, and it's okay if you leave a few flowers just to taste the blueberries. But if I tell you guys right now, okay, if you don't take anything away from this video, that is just to prune back your flowers amount, okay, compared to your plant size. So that way, your blueberry can be focusing its energy on growth, okay? Because whatever grow out this year will be producing fruit for next year. If they are not growing healthy this year, then next year your fruit will suffer. This guy might give you fruit this year if you leave it out, but next year the plant might die and you might not even have that much fruit even if it survives. Okay, so after uppotting, this is what I do. I prune all the dead and damaged branches, okay? Anything that is low on the bottom of the trunk, prune it out. Now, what I really look for is the main canes, okay? Vigorous, healthy canes. And any crossing cane, I prune it out at this time because there's no point on keeping these weaker twigs, okay? That is pointing in. They are just stealing our plant energy, okay? So I will cover this subject more in a future video because I know this video is long already. But yeah, guys, so pruning out all the unnecessary weak branches, okay? Okay. There it is, guys. Prune it back. I am thinking of the future, thinking of what is coming out of this year, okay? So, okay, guys. So here is the same variety with all of its amazing flower buds. Yes, even me, guys, I'm very tempted just to let it be. It is just our human nature, our greed in a way, right? So, but I know better. I've been through it all, and yeah, the results won't be good if you don't follow what I'm about to show you guys, okay? So, at this point, decide, do you just want to have a few fruits for this year only? Because next year, you might not even get much. Do you want to risk your plants dying and waste your time growing it this whole year? If not, then please heed my advice and prune some of the flowers back, okay? So first thing first, cut back on the dead, damaged branches, the low, weak shoots. Prune it off, okay? Anything that is low. So these are a perfect example of what it is. These weaker shoots at the bottom, okay, guys? So prune all those away. Now, the type of flowers, the buds you want to leave on, are these on strong, vigorous cane at the top, okay? You will have a few of them. Do not leave them all on there. Go ahead and prune back half of it, okay? Or more, okay? I only need a few to taste and see if it's good. I don't want it all to flower. I have a lot of blueberries, okay? So, check out this weak branch. You see all that blueberry that is holding on to that little branch? The fruit won't be any good. So prune those off, okay? This one, prune half of the flowers back. Same thing with this guy. Leave a few buds. That's okay. Okay? Just don't leave it all on it. It's okay, guys. Leave one for every branch, stem, okay? Okay, guys. That's just a quick pruning demonstration. We went from a bunch of flower buds earlier to just one or two on each branches, okay? That is what you must do. Heed my advice for these smaller 2 to 3 year old 1 gallon size, 2 gallon size container blueberry plants, and you will have a lot of new healthy growth this year. So the year will pass by fast, the months, days, hours, minutes, if you are keeping track, and your plant will thank you. And next year they will produce a whole lot more. Okay, so I really hope this video is useful for you guys. Please stay tuned for my next blueberry video, which I will cover pruning. As you can see, I have a lot of pruning that I need to do, so I will cover that more in detail. But now all that's left to do on our new up-potted blueberry plants is to mulch it well and water it thoroughly. We don't want no dry spot in our soil whatsoever, okay? We want that peat moss to be completely moist and wet. If not, they will become hydrophobic and it'd be tough to get them wet again. So thank you for tuning in, guys. If this video is useful, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Grow what you love to eat, stay healthy, stay blessed. Peace.